Maritime Bay by Jessica Silcock and Naomi Smith. Deep in the forest, we see a large sinister-looking seed pod glowing with an eerie green light. As the camera pans, we see more large pods like it. Thick, dark, thorny vines surround them, slithering slowly. Suddenly, one of the pods bursts, erupting seeds. A mainframe network of bioluminescence light emanates from where they land, spreading across the ground. The camera follows the light as it travels through the trees, withering and decaying the vegetation in its path. It breaks through the tree line and speeds towards Maritime Bay. Fine, baby. Cozy blue anguish lies creaming. She stood by a patch of wilted flowers.
My geraniums are wilting!
We cut to a hopper pulling to root and carrots from a vegetable patch. We cut the smoothie stand. Sunny hands a smoothie to the pit squeaks before Seashell can take a sip. It begins to glow like the seed pods. Eat. What's wrong with my smoothie? At the Bright House, Zip leaves the Situation Room. There's a board full of pictures behind her and a map on the table.
Wilting flowers, moldy vegetables, glowing smoothies. Maritime Bay is not okay.
A group of concerned critters are gathered around Hitch.
The critters can't find anything to eat.
A raccoon icon hops anxiously into his arms.
It's okay, buddy. We're gonna figure this out.
Misty frantically flicks through a pile of books. Maybe it's a spell. Or a curse? Whatever it is, it's getting worse. Look at the board, Trot. Pip shows her phone to Sunny. We don't see Sunny gasps.
We need to get out there and figure this out right now.
What is this?
We pan out to see her, cave being slowly overrun with tiki bioluminescent and networks of light, and twisting vines climb the walls of the cave. Twitch backs into a corner, brandishing a homemade spear.
No matter what.
Vines are growing over the cave entrance. Allura blasts him with ice magic. The vines freeze for a moment, giving Allura just enough time to leap through, grabbing Twitch.
Come on, Twitch. We better get out of here.
We burst out of the cave and into the board trot, which is covered in vines too. On Allura as she runs through the board trot with Twitch.
And just when I thought the boar trot couldn't get any worse,
Twitch growls at her.
What? Till soon?
Ears so small.
All around them ponies scatter, shouting as the vines creep through the attractions, stopping the Ferris wheel and smashing windows. Sunny and Hitch are leading ponies to safety.
This way!
Watch out.
Quickly!
Disgusted, Allura turns straight into Zip, who is investigating with her goggles. Zip jumps, startled goggles falling off.
Whoa! Allura! Tell me the truth that you have something to do with this?
Of course not. This is probably some idiotic pony magic gone wrong, and I'm getting out of this duct while I still can.
She bares her teeth.
Now get out of my way!
Zip jumps back as Allura pounces past her, with Twitch glaring from her back. Zip ponders to herself.
It doesn't seem like Allura's magic. But what is it then?
She hones in on the web of bioluminescence light pulsing across the earth, the grass and plants, which where it touches. She starts to follow the trail of light. Interesting. Chaos as Posy, Dahlia, Rufus frantically harvest their vegetable gardens and fruit trees at top speed, but apples still drop from trees withered and rotten. Meanwhile, Lizzie leads like a sparkly drill sergeant, levitating plant pots, fruits and turnips out of harm's way.
Stay away from my veggies, you bastards! No. Come on faster, ponies, or we'll lose everything.
This is awful. I can't look.
Come on, ponies, pick those parsnips, rescue those radishes! Lizzie levitates the items under a cart that's straining under the high, teetering tower of fruit-fed flowers. Meanwhile, Sunny and Misty examine the vine close up. Some are slowly spreading across the body of Main Melody, tearing through the awning and causing bricks to crack. Misty projects a cloud of magical butterflies at the vine. It twitches for a moment before surging onwards, unaffected.
My magic doesn't work against it. And I've never seen anything like this in any of my books. What could it be? This started like Opaline's trap vines. But the pulse. Oh no, this is Zinni's magic.
Going to re-get this, Odessa. You'll see. You're nothing without the Longleatons. You'll see.
But
But Zinny's gone. Some trace of her Arcurth pony magic must have been left behind, and we've got to find it.
Suddenly they hear Pip's voice, and fast. Sunny grabs the phone from her bag, walkie-talkie style.
Pip, how's it looking up there?
We join Pip as she flies above Maritime Bay, and we see an aerial view through the clouds. The town is darkening with vines and decay, slowly spreading.
Not gonna lie, Sunny, not. Good. We're thinking it's spreading fast. And more good news, it's heading for the Crystal Bright House. The Unity Crystals. Come on, we've got to protect our home.
Suddenly, Dahlia arms full of plants surges Sunny.
We can't harvest fast enough.
Our food is decaying and it's destroying everything.
How can we help Sunny? Tell us what we can do.
Every pony I know, we're all scared. But we can't let fear win. We've got to keep up hope.
As she speaks, the infected ground pulses nearby, the vines groaning louder. A golden shimmer flickers along her flank. Sunny's cutie mark begins to glow.
Right now, the Crystal Bright House needs us. And I know we can protect it. Together, for Maritime Bay.
As Sunny speaks, we see the look of stirring hope in the town's ponies' faces. Hitch, who's braced and Sparky, opposed tight to his chest, gives a proud nod. Misty Breeze Deep, horn sparking to life. Dahlia, Rufus, Posy, Jazz, Izzy all stare towards Sunny as the magic in her mark intensifies, and then a wave of golden light blooms from Sunny's core. The magic crisps her eyes flash bright, and with a whoosh of energy and eloquence, Sunny rises.
We're ready, ponies! Let's move! We've got a home to save!
Zip is following the strange trail of glowing decay into the forest, eyes scanning the ground.
Come on in. Creepy evil glow. Where did you come from?
She pushes past some rush and stops. Her eyes widen. Massive pillars twist from the ground, 10 feet high and pulsing with sickly, corrupted light. The air is thick and wet, the earth choked with decay. Every leaf hangs shriveled, as if the forest itself is rotting from the inside out. Zip grabs her tablet and vlogs as she continues towards it.
Gotcha!
To her tablet, documenting.
I think it's coming from the forest. This place is totally changed.
She notices something.
Wait, what is that?
She poses something dangles low in her periphery. She turns her head, and hanging from a twisted vine is a small, faintly glowing seed pod.
Some kind of seed pod?
She studies it, snapping a couple of photos. Suddenly the pod twitches. Its outer shell splits open with a wet crack, and a thick amber slime moves out like resin. A dot splats onto the dirt. Zip jerks her hoof back on instinct, eyes flicking down. Sizzle. The goo burns a black ring into the earth where it lands.
Okay, so that's not tree sap.
Zip blinks, staring at the ruined patch, then back at the pod just as it convulses. From its center bursts a spray of feathery dandelion-like spores. They drift gently, shimmering, then touch the ground. Fair womb. The glowing seeds ignite softly on contact, roll around through the bioluminescent and slight trail she followed begin to pulse, as if reacting. Suddenly crack! From the diseased forest floor, spiked thorns erupt, spearing up in a sudden burst like jagged spears. Zip stumbles back. Bad idea. As Zip tries to back away, two vines erupt from the ground and thrash towards her. Zip hops and dodges them.
Yikes! Whoa, Quincy! She flies over! Sunny's gotta see this!
The rest of the main six in a cluster of town's ponies are making their way toward the Crystal Bright House when suddenly a glowing nuggets of bioluminescent and slight slices across the ground like a living thing. Wherever it passes, grass blackens, flowers crumble to dust, and tea-horn vines erupt in snaking tangles. A fury screams. A stallion yanks her back just as a vine lashes the spot she stood.
Off the ground, girls! Wagons! Anything!
Chaos erupts. Ponies scatter in every direction. Some leap onto wagons and crates. Others scramble up market stalls, fences, and windowsills, anything to get above the dirt. A fruit stand topples as two ponies clamber over it. A pair of siblings help each other onto a low awning, clinging together as the vines creep closer. A fresh pulse of light surges across the infected ground. The vines groan and twist, rising higher. The crowd is now splintered and elevated, punched across the terrain like survivors in a flooding city. Below them, the glowing corruption creeps forward in luminous streaks. Tea-horn tendrils feeling for anything left behind.
It's heading for the Bright House move! We have to beat it there!
They don't wait. Ponies drop from ledges and rooftops, galloping hard. Hooves hammer the cobblestones as they bolt across safe gaps, bolting crates and carts. Outrunning the corruption snapping at their heels, the crystal bright house looms ahead. The lead ponies skid into formation, fanning out across the path. Others charging behind them, warming up without a word. Wings snap open, horns ignite. Earth ponies brace up. They stand flank to flank, a living wall between the bright house and the oncoming plague. Sunny's hooves dig in. Her mane lifts slightly in a rising gust. The rumble begins beneath her. Pebbles shake. She lowers her horn, eye sharp.
Get ready to give it everything you've got, ponies.
Beneath the earth quivers and splits open to massive vines erupt with explosive force, spiraling up like T-horned serpents, reeking of rot and glowing with sickly light. The ponies look determined. Unseen, meanwhile, a third vine bursts from the ground, looming over an isolated Sparky. The vine starts to swing down towards him. Sparky turns to look. Sparky gasped.
Get away from him.
He charges in, hooves hammering the ground. At the last second, he slams his forehoofs down, and a green shockwave of earth pony magic ripples out across the ground. Where it passes, grassy tendrils and vine like roots burst from the earth, lashing upward to intercept the monstrous vine. The corrupted vine writhes and recoils, the green growth wrapping around it only for thee. Healthy vines to petrify, wither, and snap where the corruption spreads. Still, it's just enough to stagger the attack. It rushes in, scooping up Sparky, and backing off fast, heart pounding.
I've got you, I've got you.
He looks up at the others, wide-eyed, breathing hard. Then realization hits him.
Sunny, Earth Pony magic works against the vines.
Of course, Inia's magic creates decay, and Earth pony magic creates life.
Two more vines burst up around the ponies, wending closer to the crystal bright house. Sunny thinks fast will hitch hands Sparky off to Rocky, who nods and flies to safety.
We can hold them off, but we're gonna need everyone. Earth pony magic, Pegasi, unicorns, all of it.
She turns, planting her hose around her. More and more ponies step forward. Hitch, Posy, Rufus, Dahlia, Phyllis, Jazz, and more from the town Earth ponies. Pegasi hovering. Unicorns igniting their horns. The whole crowd shifts from fear to resolve. The ground begins to glow beneath them. Shooty marks lighting up across the crowd. Sunny's own mark blazes like a sunburst. Her hooves radiating with vibrant green energy.
Evil may try and take our home, but it'll never have our hearts. This dark magic is no match for our light.
The Earth ponies S the magic, and the ponies stamp their hooves in unison, filling the screen with a bright green flash of Earth pony magic. We see Sunny, Hit, Posy, Dahlia, Phyllis, Jazz, and Rufus in a line, hooves glowing, ready to use pony magic to fight back the vines.
For Maritime Bay.
For our home.
High energy music or some pop culture, Equestria girls and Kiv songs plays as the ponies leap in action. Hitch skids, it is blowing, hooves glowing, and slams his forehead down. A thick pulse of green energy rips through the dirt like a controlled quake, and a cluster of vines explodes upward, uprooted by force, slammed into each other and crumbling into withered husks. Sunny spots another vine slithering toward the crystal bright house without breaking stride. She leaps clean over a rotting pumpkin, lands hard with glowing hooves, and slams the ground. A focused burst of Earth pony magic surges forward. The vine withers, crumples, and evaporates into dust. But more rise. Dahlia kicks back, sending a shock burst of wildflowers racing across the ground, overtaking the rot in a bloom of color. Posy slams her hooves down, and soft roses coil up like a spiral staircase, trapping the vine in a cage of petals. Rufus and Sprout stomp in unison, summoning thick hedge walls that surge up and crush down, pinning the corruption flat. Jazz pirouettes into a low stop, causing mossy tendrils to sweep upward and weave into a shield that cushions a cluster of foes. The ponies regroup at center, breathing hard from all sides. More vines burst the thicker, faster, more relentless than before. They twist skyward, racing toward the crystal bright house, converging. Like clouds closing in! Sunny steps forward, her wings flare, her horn crackles. She narrows her eyes.
Okay, let's try all of me.
Magic surges. Her mane lifts on an unseen breeze. With a powerful flap of her wings, she takes off, horn glowing with raw magic. She fires a brilliant blast of alicorn magic strikes the vines. Mid-air, the corrupted growth erupts into shimmering embers, raining like burning stardust over the awestruck ponies below. Even Hitch lets out a breath.
Okay, that works.
Pip, Misty, and Dizzy dash over, wide-eyed and panting.
That was incredible. Phineas with calling Homer for the sequel.
But Sunny's eyes are locked ahead, her face tightening. The pulsing network of bioluminescence corruption is still crawling forward, spreading across the soil, glowing brighter, reaching hungrily toward the base of the crystal bright house. In the far distance, trees begin to wither, leaves curling and falling in waves. Massive T-horn stalks spiral up through the forest canopy, warping the horizon.
Something tells me it's not over. Every pony, check this out!
Zip swoops into shot and lands next to Sunny. She holds up her tablet and shows them the pics of the seed pods from part 1.
These seed pods are a big problem. It doesn't matter how many vines we destroy. They just make more.
Wait! I think I have seen something like this before!
Misty whips out a book, showing them a picture of a similar-looking organism.
We need to find the Alpha Pod and destroy it. The Witsy Bop! Alpha Pod! It's a giant pod that creates all the other smaller pods!
Yep, and I know exactly where it is.
There's an ominous rumble, and more vines burst from the ground around the bioluminescent networks of light, bleaching the grass as they approach.
Hitch, you and the Earth Ponies protect the Bright House. Zip, you and I are going to find this giant pod.
What about us? How can we help?
Just do whatever you can think of to slow down those vines.
Beat as Sunny takes in the faces of her friends, all eager to help.
I know we can do this together.
Sunny and Zip launch into the air and fly off, as Hitch faces the coming vines and rallies the defense.
Earth ponies, assemble.
Alicorn, Sunny, and Zip fly, following the trail of decay and light. Zip's pods glow from the dark forest in pod 1. There! They nosedive towards a large clearing, hovering at a safe distance. Below them is a huge, pulsing, bioluminescent seed pod, surrounded by smaller seed pods and decaying plant life. The trees are covered in the strange, futuristic webs of light. Large vines writhe around the pod, covered in thorns.
That's definitely giving Alpha Pod vibes.
Come on, Zip, we have to destroy it.
As soon as Sunny said this, the surrounding vines snap to attention. With a knife-like string, large thorns sprout all over the vines, and they begin to uncoil.
Of course I knew there'd be a catch-woe.
Zip and Sunny dive in opposite directions as a swinging vine smashes between them. Sunny ducks under another swinging vine, while Zip barrel rolls from another. They dive to safety on the ground, ducking behind a tree. Sunny and Zip dodging a vine.
Okay, we have a problem.
I've got an idea.
She takes a big breath.
I'm a princess of a different kind. Always trying to figure out why. When my cutie mark comes to life, I blast bravely across the sky.
Zip launches skyward fast. The air trails behind her, yanked into motion by her velocity. Vines dash upward, trying to follow, but she's already twisting through them. Tight spirals between T-horned coils. Shooting him out close. She barrels through to vines. They slam into each other, trying to catch her. She spins sharply. The sudden door clips the wind into a spiral. The vines start to tangle, snapped in their own confusion. Fresh ones rise faster now. Zip pulls into a hard stop midair, wings flared wide. The sky around her shoulders, dark clouds snap into place beside her, crackling with energy. And where the magic ignite, she beats her wings once. Hard boom! A whirlwind erupts outward, tearing through the corrupted vines. The wind drips them off the ground, fling them back from the Alpha Pod. Lightning flashes, arcing through the clouds, and the remaining vines stagger, forced to regroup. Sunny ducks against the wind, bracing.
I think I can. Hold up.
Cut to Hitch, leading a group of Earth ponies in the fight against the vines.
Charge.
Telegraphed Posy and just stamped their glowing hooves on the ground. Thick, living vines erupt from the soil. They coil around a corrupted vine, pulling tight. The corrupted vine thrashes, but the roots tighten like a vice. Crack, the vine snaps in two.
That's for my geraniums. Wow.
Posy yelps as a vine bursts to the ground next to her, throwing her backwards. Quick cuts as the vines around the ponies grow mean-looking spiky thorns.
We're gonna need backup.
Hitch and Dahlia stamp their hooves, sending a zigzag of earth magic towards a tree. As the magic hits, the tree uproots itself and marches towards the vines. It snaps vines underfoot and tears them. From the ground, meanwhile, Rufus and Phyllis supersize a line of rotten fruit and vegetables, and Izzy uses her levitation to hurl them. A vine disappears under a pile of huge tomatoes.
Revenge of the vegetables!
There's an ominous rumble. The strange bioluminescent light trails start to pulse. The ponies jump back as carnivorous flowers sprout along the vines, snapping at the ponies. Pip swoops through the air, letting out a burst of so much more to me.
not where I've set my sights. No, oh no, not me. I don't need a stage to say quiet. I like the calm, to turn it up, to sing along. I'm not just shy, look close and you will see. There's so much more to me.
Pip shoots a cannon-like sonic wave at the carnivorous flowers on a nearby vine, forcing them to recall Jazz and Hitch combine their earth pony magic to make a huge, beautiful, glowing hibiscus flower. Which pops, creating a cloud of toxic mist which shrivels the vine. We see Mimi and the Hopalotas are grouped together in a large burrow chamber, their exit blocked by vines. The Hopalotas start to hop in unison, creating a powerful magical pulse that blasts back the vines. Misty uses her magic butterfly shield to deflect a blow from a whipping vine. She looks up to see the vines twisting their way around the Crystal Bright House. The light begins to flicker.
They've reached the Bright House. We're running out of time.
Pip wrestling a vine and said,
Sunny needs to deal with those roots as soon as possible.
Sunny dodges the whipping vine, setting her sights on the glowing alpha pod.
I think I can make it.
Sunny takes a big breath.
I'm all three pony kinds. Wrapped up into one, my cutie mark comes to life.
Her cutie mark glimmers. Sunny focuses and shuts her eyes tight. We see flashbacks of cutie mark moments throughout the series named Accorating the Crystal Bright House together. Sunny laughing as the main throw her a crazy birthday party. The ponies watching a home movie with Misty, Pip, and Sunny giggling and covered in fruit at the smoothie stand. Sunny and Hitch performing a silly dance. With Tina at the pip sync battle, and finally baby Sunny gazing through the telescope with Argyle. With each memory, Sunny's cutie mark grows brighter and more powerful. Sunny's eyes burst open, lit with an awesome golden light.
With hope bright as the sun.
Her wings spread, light explodes from her feathers, glow of hope magic, and a powerful beam of helicorn magic bursts through her horn. The beam splits into multiple strands of golden light, flowing around the vines and seed pods and crushing them to dust. And the magic continues, weaving toward Maritime Bay. Sunny's magic finds the fighting earth ponies. As it sweeps around their hooves, the chems glow brightly, enveloping each pony in a golden aura.
What's happening?
Alicorn magic? Sunny must have found the alpha pod.
Hitch jumps to the foreground, hooves glowing.
Come on, ponies. For Sunny.
Sweet compromise plays as Hitch leads the earth ponies in a charge together, their magic combining to form a beautiful glowing wave of light, formed of flowers and leaves. Pip soars above them, with her magic flowing from her wings, giving the wave extra power. Rainbow hair easy charges behind, adding glitter magic to the golden glow. Misty follows with her swarm of silvery butterflies. It's totally epic. The huge golden wave smashes into the vines, which explode into rainbow dust on contact. Vines whip toward Sunny from all sides. Sunny Duck spins and fires a quick blast from her horn. The vines vaporize midair. She turns sharply, eyes locked on the alpha pod. Thick vines have woven into a shield around it. More vines rise, surging straight at her. Sunny plants her hooves, her wings flare wide. Alicorn magic builds, blazing bright around her horn. She releases a massive light, a wave of gold and white energy that tears through the incoming vines, shredding them mid-flight. The blast slams into the vine shield, rocking it, but it holds. She grits her teeth, hooves grinding into the dirt.
This is our home.
She pushes harder, pouring everything into the blast. Her cutie mark blazes. Her wing speed once hot, channeling the last surge of power.
Like a pair of socks and sandals.
Boom! The shield cracks, then shatters. The alpha pod explodes in a burst of blinding rainbow light. The shockwave hits the Crystal Bright House. The burst beam activates, firing a pulse of pure harmony. Magic that dissolves the vines wrapped around it in a rainbow surge. As the light clears, Zip swoops in, Sunny laughs through exhaustion, and they slam into a hug.
You were incredible. I couldn't have done it without you, all of you.
Meanwhile,
Surrounded by dust, softly falling glitter, with the vines and seed pods, the ponies cheer and hug each other. We see Sparky jump out of Rocky's arms and race across to Hitch. Hitch hugs him tightly as the main six celebrate around him.
What you did, yeah, so sparky.
I'm live hitch.
We see the maid helping the residents of Maritime Bay with the cleanup. Izzy happily clears debris with a swish of her horn, breaking statues and rehanging flower baskets, giving them all a little Izzy sparkle as she does.
This place will be super duper green and lovely in no time.
Well.
The main six jump, realizing they are being watched by Allura and Twitch.
Allura, you came back?
Well, Maritime Bay might be a dump, but
Somewhat disgusted.
it's all I've got.
Well, first of all, can give me everything that I lost miles away.
Allura seems links off. The main six relax. Again.
And on the bright side, next time we get attacked by dark magical vines that try to destroy everything we love, we'll totally know what to do. Next time?
Next time.
Hey, as long as we have each other, we'll be ready for anything.
The main six share a big group hug.
But seriously, we're not doing that again, right?